my name is Stephanie Adams-Thorne. This is for Communication 1103 Public Speaking Fundamentals, Professor Jill James. Today I am doing an object speech. My object is this water testing kit for freshwater aquariums. As you can see, it's pretty well used. Many of the chemicals within it have been replaced, and I don't have the lid for it anymore. This test kit represents my love for animals. I first purchased this test kit several months after rescuing 6 goldfish from certain death. Originally kept as office pets, the previous caretaker, I use that word lightly, had been starving them in hopes of getting pretty fish. I, as an avid animal lover, a current owner of 3 cats and 3 dogs, I took on the challenge of creating a space for these poor creatures. This testing kit represents my transition from avid fish aquarium onlooker to struggling fish keeper. I learned a lot about my fish as the weeks turned to months. For example, goldfish can change colors due to water conditions, and as incredibly hardy fish, high levels of ammonia, which would kill lesser fish, actually turn these golden beauties black. One of the 6 goldfish I rescued was actually a pale gray when I brought it home. Several months later, we actually moved from one home to another, and they also moved from one home to another because they outgrew their 20-gallon tank. On top of that, the office that the fish had originally come from shut down, so I also rescued the pretty fish, making the 20-gallon tank immediately occupied. So one of the main mistakes I made is in moving the goldfish from a 20-gallon tank to a 55-gallon tank. I did not have enough water that was pre-cycled. So after moving my fish, they actually had to go through cycling in their tank with their water, which is a process of bacterial regeneration. It basically is one bacteria eats another bacteria, which eats another bacteria, and then once that process is done, they actually can, the bacteria in the tank is healthy and good for the fish. So during this period of cycling, my gray goldfish actually turned a dark black during the high ammonia, and then after the ammonia burst, he changed to gold, which I was just totally amazed by. It was during this time that I actually went from litmus tests, which are just the little paper that you dip into the water, to the full-blown chemical test that you see here. I made a point to test all of my fish tanks. I now have 3. You can see one of them behind me. I now have 3 fish tanks, and I test them all weekly when I do their partial water changes to keep their water clean and fresh and prevent that ammonia from building up. I'm always looking out for dangerous changes in their water, just to make sure that they're living the best lives that they can, just like I do with the rest of my animals whom I love and adore. That's my test. That's my